Welcome back to Scovid Rewind. In this video, we'll be exploring one of the action comedy movie from 2001 titled Shaolin Soccer. Before we begin, I hope you're having an amazing day. Grab your favorite snack, sit back, and enjoy the recap. Let's dive straight into the story.
睇嗰個，喂，睇嗰個。咩事啊？唔使煙啊！做咩啊？我哋又幻覺嚟嘅啫。喂！
Before we dive in, let's rewind 20 years. Our story actually begins with a soccer star known as Golden Leg Feng, one of the most gifted players Hong Kong has ever seen. During a crucial match, his teammate Hung offers him a bribe to throw the game. Feng refuses at first, beats Hung up for even suggesting it, but in a moment of weakness, he takes the money and deliberately loses. The furious crowd storms the field and breaks his leg in the chaos. What Feng doesn't realize until it's far too late is that Hung had actually paid those very fans to attack him, making sure Feng's career and his leg would never recover. 20 years later, Feng is a limping, bitter has-been, working as Hung's mistreated errand boy, while Hung has become a wealthy, successful soccer executive. Fast forward to the present, and we meet our real hero, Sing, played by director Stephen Chow himself. Sing is a devoted Shaolin Kung Fu practitioner who firmly believes martial arts can make the world a better place, if only people would actually use it in their everyday lives. The problem is, nobody's interested. He wanders the streets trying to recruit people to learn Kung Fu, gets laughed at, mocked, and occasionally beaten up, and ekes out a living as a street cleaner and scrap collector. It's a rough life for a guy with this much heart and this much faith in his art. One drunken night, a bitter Feng, freshly humiliated after Hung mocks him and reveals the 20-year-old bribe was rigged from the start, stumbles across Sing on the street. He watches, stunned, as Sing casually kicks a soda can with so much force it completely demolishes a brick wall a good distance away. Then he watches Sing take on a whole gang of thugs and wipe the floor with them using nothing but his legs. A light bulb goes off in Feng's head. This kid's leg is a weapon, and weapons like that belong on a soccer field. He offers to coach Sing, and together they hatch an ambitious plan. Enter the National Super Cup tournament, where the winning team takes home $1 million. But Sing knows he can't do this alone, so he sets out to track down his 5 long-lost Shaolin brothers, men he hasn't seen since their master passed away years earlier. One by one, we meet this incredible ragtag crew, each stuck in some miserable dead-end job, each having basically given up on Kung Fu altogether. There's Ironhead, the eldest brother, working at a nightclub, a guy whose skull is so ridiculously hard he can headbutt through pretty much anything, making him a natural for scoring headers. There's Hooking Leg, a dishwasher whose fighting style is built around ground-tumbling acrobatics, perfect for sliding tackles and stripping the ball right out from under an opponent's feet. There's Iron Shirt, who's oddly become a successful businessman and whose body can absorb devastating blunt force hits without a scratch. He can even suck the ball into his stomach and blast it back out like a cannon. There's Empty Hand, unemployed and doing his best Bruce Lee impression right down to the yellow and black tracksuit, whose lightning-fast hands make him a shoo-in as goalkeeper. And finally, there's Lightweight Vest, the youngest, a sweet, food-obsessed guy who's ballooned in size due to a health condition, but who can still leap through the air like he weighs nothing at all. None of them want anything to do with Kung Fu at first. They've all been burned by how the world treated them for it. But Sing's stubborn belief in what they can accomplish together, plus the lure of the prize money, eventually wins them over. To give the newly reunited team their first real taste of competition, Feng arranges a scrimmage against a rough group of street thugs. Conveniently, the very same guys who'd been beating up Sing and his brothers earlier in the film. It doesn't start well. The brothers get pummeled in the game's opening minutes. But slowly, their old Shaolin instincts kick back in, and once they let their kung fu take over, they completely dismantle the thugs. It's such a dominant, jaw-dropping turnaround that the thugs actually beg to join Team Shaolin afterward. Alongside all this soccer chaos, there's a gentler subplot brewing. Sing meets Mui, a shy, socially awkward baker who practices Tai Chi and uses it, almost meditatively, to knead her dough. She's dealing with bad skin and low self-esteem, mocked by nearly everyone around her, but Sing sees something in her that nobody else bothers to. He encourages her, takes her out to try on nice clothes, and genuinely tries to build her confidence. Though when she works up the courage to hint at her feelings for him, Sing, a little obliviously, tells her he only wants to be friends. Heartbroken, Mui's tears literally fall into the bread dough she's baking, making her buns taste salty instead of sweet. Her boss fires her over it, and she quietly disappears from the story for a while, seemingly out of the picture. Meanwhile, Team Shaolin barrels through the National Super Cup tournament, racking up one hilariously lopsided victory after another. Their over-the-top kung fu tricks, kicks that curve like they're defying physics, headers that literally split the ball in half, gravity-ignoring flips and dodges, turn every match into a spectacle, and the team becomes a national sensation. They cruise past team after team, including a squad called Team Dragon, whose two star players are pretty obviously women in flimsy fake mustaches. Nothing seems able to stop Team Shaolin's momentum. Then they reach the final, Hung's own team, ominously known as Team Evil. And Team Evil is nothing like the pushovers Team Shaolin has faced so far. Thanks to an illegal performance-enhancing drug supplied from America, every player on Team Evil has been transformed into a hulking, superhuman monster of strength and speed. Their goalkeeper is so absurdly powerful, he can block Team Shaolin's most devastating shots one-handed, without even taking his other hand out of his pocket. And on top of the drugs, Hung has bought off the referee, so the match is rigged against Team Shaolin from the opening whistle. The final quickly turns brutal. Team Evil doesn't just outplay Team Shaolin, they physically demolish them, badly injuring both Empty Hand and Iron Shirt, Team Shaolin's last line of defense in goal. With no one left capable of guarding the net and the powerless human players terrified and fleeing the field, Team Shaolin is on the verge of losing by default, and it looks like Hung is finally about to get away with everything. That's when Mui reappears. She's shaved her head, disguising herself as a monk, and steps onto the field to become Team Shaolin's new goalkeeper. When Team Evil's striker unleashes his most powerful attack yet, a blazing, demonic ball of pure force, Mui calmly settles into a Tai Chi stance, channels her energy into the shape of a yin-yang symbol, and redirects the shot with almost effortless control. It's the turning point the team needed. Reunited and re-inspired, Sing and Mui combine their kung fu and Tai Chi into one final unstoppable strike, launching the ball down the field with such overwhelming force that it blasts straight through Team Evil's entire goal, players and all, winning the match and the tournament for Team Shaolin. In the aftermath, karma finally catches up with Hung. He's arrested and imprisoned for orchestrating the doping scheme, while every player on Team Evil is hit with a lifetime ban from the sport. Team Shaolin, meanwhile, becomes an overnight sensation, inspiring people everywhere to bring kung fu into their everyday lives, exactly the dream Sing had been chasing since the very first scene.